What's up guys, it's your boy Kevin here, and today I'm going to show you a small video on how you can use bots, and in particularly the bots like the $40 to $1,000, which is free in our YouTube channel, which is free also in our Telegram group. So you can just go to our Telegram group and find it there. So if you don't have the Telegram group link, just go into the description of this video and you'll get information about on how you can access our Telegram group. So you just follow up what is inside there, and when you follow what is inside, then you'll get the link to our Telegram group. So today I want to show you how you can use bots, right? I can see most members in our group, they ask a lot of questions like, how do I use this bot? When should I use this bot? Each and every time they ask those questions, and those are the questions that I'm going to address on this video, right? So first of all, you should know that using a bot is automatic trading. Okay, we have actually automated the process of trading, right? So we have automated the process, but if there is no automation of the process, then we can do it manually on the chart, right? So for example, in this video we are using rise and fall, right? It's a continuous indices with volatility 10, right? So let's take, for example, we want to use this bot. We want to use manual trading instead of the bot. So what we are going to do here, we see the market is derived, right? So we come here, the market is derived, right? So Deriv is selected. We are not selecting basket, we're not selecting indices, we are selecting derived, right? So when we select derived, then there is some other things that are inside the derived. So inside the Deriv we have continuous indices, right? Then inside Deriv we have indices, then we have indices, right? Then continuous indices right here. Okay, so first of all, there were basket indices like in the forex market, but we are not using this. We are using the continuous indices in the Deriv, right? So that's why inside this bot we see it's the derived is marked. We are not marking forex, then we are marking continuous indices, not jump indices, not forex basket, then a continuous indices. If you go to 40 to 1000 challenge bot, that is what is there. Then we come to volatility 10 index. So we can change our volatility here, right? So as you can see, we are on a market derived, we are on continuous indices, and we are in a volatility 10. That is the chart, right? So, and then the trade type is both, right? So it's rise and fall. So we have chosen here as a rise and fall. Now this is the trade type. Now when you see here, there is what we call the trade type, which is up and down and rise and fall. So the rise is up and down, right? And it's a rise and fall, as you can see on this chart here. Okay, so if you want to go to this chart, just go to app.deriv.com. You can just go to app.deriv.com. you can find it there. I can just go to another browser, you see what is happening. So it's app.deriv.com. So when it loads, so when you're inside your account, this is exactly what it will bring. So that is the link, app.deriv.com. So this is the chart for you can use it for the phone, and you can also use it for the computer. Okay, so you can use both the phone and the computer, the same chart. So I'm showing you how to trade with these bots now. So everything that is in here is now has been programmed, right, to work with this bot. That's why you're seeing when you activate the bot, it runs automatically. So I want to show you how you can activate this bot and how you can run this bot. Okay, when you come to the bots, then you'll find that sometimes you activate it, it runs, but sometimes it doesn't, right? So that means that sometimes you're not running the bots well, right? So there is particular times or the particular confluences that we'll see on running the bot, right? So as you can see in this bot, right, so this is the chart. Okay, this is the chart, and I want to show you when you should run this bot. Not any single time you run the bot. There is some particular time that you should run the bot, and there is some particular time that you should not run the bot. Okay, so we see here the interval is 1 minute. We don't go to ticks, right? Now we go to minutes as 1 minute. So we make everything in the chart as this, so that we can get how this chart works. Okay, so the settings that we have done with the chart is the same settings that we have done with the bot. That's why we need to look at these confluences from the chart, and then we need to look at the confluences from what we are going to set here. So these are indicators, so we call them indicators. Even this one we call them indicators, while this one is the chart, right? So first of all, if I want to trade manually, let's take for example, with everything that is inside here, right? So I'm assuming that I want to trade manually, but I'm not going, I'm trading manually, but not with the bot, right? So this is what will happen. So I'll come here, right? So if I see something like this, then I see that this one is going to be a fall. Okay, so it reaches 1 minute, right? It reaches 1 minute, and then it activates the fall. So as you can see, it goes like that up to 1 minute. When 1 minute ends, if it will be a profit, then it will be a profit. As you can see, it's going to on 1 minute, because we have predicted these things to fall. Okay, so that is what is happening. It's calculating here in a 1 minute chart, right? We're not dealing with ticks here, we're dealing with the chart, minutes, because we don't have 1 tick, right? We don't deal with ticks, we're dealing with minutes. So like you can see in this bot, there is no way we can do a tick. So that's why we are not using a tick here, we are using minutes. So it's 1 minute, as the same as here, it's 1 minute, right? So you can see, as you can see, it has been closed, right? It has been closed. So everything that you put here, you'll just find it here. So we see we had selected the fall, so we predicted the price to fall, right? And you see from this point to this point, we see that it opened low and it closed high. That means it was a rise. Okay, so we didn't predict it as a rise, but we predicted it as a fall. That's why we lost $10 here. As you can see, we lost $10 here. So if we could have predicted a rise within 1 minute, so that means if I predict like a rise, so within 1 minute, when the one minute ends, then it should be something up, not down, right? So when you see it's going up, that means we are winning. Okay, and the best thing with this one, if we are winning, then you can sell. It's like you are cashing out. Okay, when you see that it is going low, then you can cash out, right? But now we are losing because we had predicted to go up, but it's now going down. So if it goes up, you see it turns green, that means we are winning. Then with this one, we are now up $4, then we can sell, right? Then contract sold. So that means that with that we have won $5. So it's like we have cashed out. So that's how you can trade manually. So you're just looking at this because maybe you're running the bots but you don't know what is happening. So this is how it happens. So when it's going up, it's called a rise. When it goes down, it's called a fall. So when you see these candlesticks, these are called candlesticks, okay, and they represent the buyers and sellers in the market. So when the price is going up, that means the buyers are buying the market, and when the price is going down, then that means that the sellers are selling the market. Okay, so this is a buy, so we call them, this is a bear market, and this is a bull market. Bull market means that is going high, and the bear market means is going down. So your prediction within 1 minute, if you select here as a rise on a 1 minute, that means the price is going down. Look, when I come here and hover, that means it's giving me, as you can see, this green down here. As you can see that green, if I hover, that means I'm going down because I'm falling. So I'm predicting the price will fall. If I'm rising, as you can see, the price now highlights the top. That means the price is going up, as you can see also with these arrows and these arrows. So that means the price is going up. So that is how you can trade manually with this. I mean, you can trade manually with this. Okay, so that means if you're decided to trade manually, then this is how you can trade manually the rise and fall, and you can choose any other trade type here and you can do the same thing. So I want to show you how you can use this with the bot, right? So for example, if you've been losing a lot, okay, with this bot, or sometimes you've been activating the bots the wrong time, right? So this bot should not only be activated when we have an uptrend like this and not a consolidation like this. Okay, so because I've also started the market, I mean the forex market, then I'll tell you, or I'll show you everything about this, what is happening. So as you can see, this was a bull market and there was a consolidation, and then the bear market, and there is another consolidation here, and then a bear market, right? Another consolidation, a bear market, right? So this is a bull market, this is a consolidation. So in our strategy, okay, we don't want to run this bot when there is a consolidation in the market. We need to run this bot when there is a downtrend or an uptrend. So when you activate the bot, sometimes when it's losing, then that means you have activated the bot at this consolidation time. Okay, so don't activate bot from this consolidation time. So now I am now showing you how to use this bot. Okay, you just don't come here and load your bot and activate it and think that you're going to make money. It doesn't work that way, right? Because if it was working that way, then everybody would be rich, right? So come to your bot, load your bot, go to the chart, right? If it's your phone, if it's your laptop, if it's a computer, just write app.deriv.com and then set up these things, right? Just go and set what I'm going to set here. So if you can see the one that we had opened earlier, let me just open it again. I'll show you what is happening. up to deriv.com. As it loads, this is the way it is. Now choose your trade type. Now as this one, we're choosing rise and fall, and then we're going to choose the volatility. We're going to choose the volatility here, the volatility according to our volatility here. This one is 10 index, then automatically we're going to put this one as a 10 index, not 100. 10 index. So we are making everything to match with the bot before we trade. And then instead of chart type, the area, we're choosing the candle. So we're going to number 1 minute, and then we are choosing the candle, right? So that means we have converted the area, which was this, because most of the time when you open your chart, this is how it looks like, and this is called the area, okay? And it uses ticks. So as you can see, this one is a tick. When it goes up, is a tick. So when you put like one tick, it will go like one, like that is a tick. As you can see, everything is happening here is a tick. So but we don't need that. We need the minutes, because we are now dealing with the 1 minute here, right? And then we choose this as a candle, and a 1 minute candle, right? So after we choose everything there, then we come to the indicators here. Then we start with the RSI, right? We call it relative strength index, and this is how it looks like, right? This is how it looks like. So for this relative index, you just come here to indicators and then go to the settings, okay? Then you put this one as 2, okay? As 2, not 3, 2, and then you choose here close. This remains like this, and then it will give you something like this. I'll show you how to use this in the near videos, but as per this point, I'll also show you what this one means. And then there is what we call this. There is this now, right? There are these lines are called moving averages, right? So when you come to indicators, then you type here moving average, which sometimes is called MA. This is the moving average, but because I've selected the RSI was the down one, then moving average 1 and moving average 2. So moving average 1 would be 20 C, and moving average 2 would be 10. So when I set it here, then I come to indicators and then type MA, which means moving average. Then you're going to click this one twice. Watch here, when you click this one once, it adds, and then when you click it twice, it adds another indicator here. So when you come to the active indicators, we have added 2 moving averages. So the first one was 20, the period is 20, you can put it here 20, and then the type is exponential, and then done, right? That's the first one. The second one is 10, right? 10, you set it as 10, simple, exponential, and then you can change the color here, maybe to black. Yes, let's put black, and done. So I'll show you what is happening here. So when you set now the indicators as the moving average 1 and 2, and with the relative strength index here, this is what we call the relative strength index, and these lines here are called the moving average. Let me just zoom out and show you something. As you can see, this is how the chart runs. So this was an uptrend, okay? This one's opposite consolidation, then an uptrend, then a consolidation, then an uptrend, then a consolidation, then a downtrend, a consolidation, an uptrend, consolidation, uptrend, consolidation a bit, then a downtrend. That means that is how people or the traders are working on the market. So they're buying some indices, or they're buying some index, or they're buying some, because indices are representation of the market. It may be cryptocurrency, it may be forex, it may be even stock. So this is the representation of how people are buying stuff or are buying instrument in online, right? So for this relative index, now I want to show you how to use this relative index. That means if we have these two moving averages apart, that means we are on a downtrend market or we are on an uptrend market. As you can see, they are apart. Okay, so for the first confluence, it should be the two should be apart. If they are close to each other like this, that means we are in a consolidation, and you don't want to run your boat here. Okay, you want to run your boat here, and then run your boat here, here, here. So don't run your boat on the consolidation part. Run your boat when the moving averages are apart like this, and are apart like this, and are apart like this. As you can see, this one now is the best time to run this boat, but is not this time. Yes. Okay, that's the first confluence. The next confluence is our relative strength index, which is the RSI. Now the RSI shows us that we see here this is 20 and this is 80. So if you run the boat above 80 and under 20, that's the best time. As you can see this point to this point was a downtrend. That means these areas shaded by black are the areas to run the boat, the best areas to run the boat, because if you run the boat like here to here, looks like a consolidation, as you can see. So the confluence that I'm talking about here, if you have the two moving averages apart like this, and then you have a relative index below here or above here, that means it gives you a confluence of activating your bot. So you don't activate your bot anytime. So you look, as you can see, we are now the confluence. What I've said is the moving averages, the two moving averages are apart like this, and we are now oversold, right? So that means when we activate our bot like this, okay, when we activate our bot, then we are going to win, right? We're not going to get more losses here. Okay, so as you can see, just give it time. That's a loss, but you see how many losses we are having here than the wins. So as you can see, we are far apart. Okay, we are far apart, right? So everything, you can see what is going on here also. Okay, and this one needs a high-speed internet to get to read your to be in the market. Like you see, we are still up here, so we are profited $48.26. So it just goes on like that. So when you reach this point, then when this one is now going, as you can see, this is another win, because we are on an uptrend. Okay, that's why we are winning here. We are winning more because we are now on an uptrend. But when you activate the bots when here, like this place, then your bot is going to lose a lot. Okay, so your bot is going to lose a lot. Now the marked points is our market, how our market is faring. So this was a fall, this was a fall, this was a rise, this was a rise, this is now a fall. Okay, So that's how it is working. So as you can see, so another thing, you put your amount according to what you can afford. Okay, if you get a bot like this, then you look at these settings here. So the maximum accepted loss is when it reaches $100. This is where your confidence, when you lose $10, then you don't mind, right? Because this is your accepted loss. When I lose like $100, the bot will stop. Okay, the expected profit is $1,000. So when it reaches profit as $1,000, I want the bot to stop, because I've reached my expected profit. And win amount, that means this is the first, this is now the amount that I used to trade. Like this, I was trading at a 10, then we have a martingale. So when I lose, there is a martingale that goes up, right? There is a martingale. So if you look at this, because as you can see, we are still on oversold. Okay, this one is called oversold level, and down here is called the undersold market. So we need to run our bot when it is up here or down here, because when it is between, as you can see, look at this line here, when it's between this one and this, that means there is a little bit of consolidation. And when it's between here and here, that means there was a little bit of consolidation. So we don't want to run our bot there. So as you can see, between here and here, there was some consolidation. But this, look at this bullish candle, the bearish candlestick. That means we could have profited more. So that is how you run this bot. You just don't run this bot anyhowly, or anytime you wake up, you run the bot and expect that you make profit. No, you have to look at the confluences with your bot before you run the bot. So I just want us to lose, and I show you what is happening. It is not losing, I want it to lose, and I show you what is happening according to our chart here. As you can see, we are now below this. Okay, as you can see, these lines here, they're now near each other, right? So that means when you see something like that, then we are going into a consolidation. Then you should stop your bot and take your profit. Okay, if you are running on a 110, that means you are now profitable, right? So as you can see, we list. If you do your research, then you will find that whenever we have a consolidation like this, then the bot will be losing more here. Okay, so there is a high possibility of you getting trades each and every single day and profiting every single day. That's how I trade. As you can see, now I'm losing. I'm on a losing streak because I'm now in a consolidation. The moving average are near each other, but there is something that has happened here. Okay, there is a bearish market. Okay, as you can see. So for me, even if I'm winning, then that means then I'll start losing. So if I see something like that, then I stop my bot. And I take my profit, and I go away until tomorrow. That's what is happening. So when you read the chart plus your bot like this, then you will be making a lot of money, friend.